Hey guys, welcome back to Dinner and a Show on the Road. It's been a while, sorry about that. I'm Brian. I just had a bit of a car issue, so I have a rental car right now, so yeah, that's why I wasn't able to review Thor Ragnarok while it was out. Opening weekend, just getting that taken care of, but I did watch it, and it was awesome. It was the Thor movie that we pretty much all wanted to watch. Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Anthony Hopkins, Kate Blanchett, Carl Urban, Tessa Thompson. Yeah, they're all there. It's pretty cool. So yeah, you probably know the story by now. Hela, played by Kate Blanchett, is taking over Asgard, and Thor is trying to take a team, or make a team, to take it back from Hela. But there's one problem. He's stuck in a planet that is run pretty much by the Grand Master, who's played by Jeff Goldblum. And on the way, he runs into Hulk, played by Mark Ruffalo. So quite an adventure trying to get off of that planet and back to Asgard. So yeah, what did I think of it? Well, like I said, it was pretty awesome, pretty hilarious. They are pretty fast with the jokes, and I forget the director's name, but he played probably my new favorite Thor character, just because he was so funny. I think his name is Korb. He's basically a rock person who's stuck in that planet. It's a gladiator-like society where the Grandmaster runs the games over there, and it's basically gladiator style. Very much like Planet Hulk from the comic series. It was a lot of fun. So they play a little homage to that. They even played a little Easter egg with the Infinity Gauntlet for the upcoming movie. And by the way, there are two end credit scenes. One which kind of sets the stage for Infinity War, which comes out in May, and the other one is just for comedy's sake. They've been doing that recently, especially with the last 2 years, I think. So they've done it with Doctor Strange. They've done it with Spider-Man Homecoming, even though that's technically Sony and not Marvel, but it's still part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And of course, with this one, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 this year. So that's just the style. So if you feel like you're wasting your time by watching the end credit scene at the end, then by all means don't stay for it. Just stay for the one that sets it up for the new movie. I always like both. They're really cool. Very bright colors, very it's a lot of fun. Marvel has set up its universe as very colorful. That's its color palette, and they've been consistent with it with Guardians of the Galaxy and now Thor, so they kind of set the stage for what space looks like for them. I think everyone did had a good time filming this. Kate Blanchett seemed to be having a ball playing an evil villain as powerful as Hela, and it was a ton of fun to watch her just destroy everybody. She makes quick work out of a lot of people, and some people may have a problem with that, but I did not, because it just shows how powerful Hela is. But what separates this one from the other two is definitely its humor and its tone. It's more in sync with the other recent Marvel movies that have come out. They're just fun movies that are just there to entertain. They're a lot of fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and that could be the problem for the tone. I will say that was probably the biggest complaint for me, is just the tone of the movie. It is definitely lighthearted and funny, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of risk or things at stake, I would say. Like Asgard, it's like, do you really care about Asgard in this movie? I don't know. I mean, we've had 3 movies of it, but so far, I don't know. I didn't really have a big investment in it. It just didn't look like the characters were in any real danger. It just looked like a bunch of stunts. which is fine. I mean, I thought the stunts were great, and it was a lot of fun, but I wasn't really worried about Thor, dying. I wasn't really worried about the Hulk, disappearing again, or even, characters like Loki or Valkyrie, who is Tessa Thompson's character, or even Korb, the rock guy. He was a fun character, and it would have been really sad to see him go, but I would, just wasn't, not a whole lot of investment. The tone was very funny, which worked well for the Thor movies, because obviously the seriousness of the previous two just wasn't really cutting it, or the humor that they were trying to use fell flat, except for the first Thor movie. I liked the fish out of water stuff a little bit, especially the when Thor throws his glass down and goes to the pet store to try to get a horse. I don't think there was really just anything else. Cinematography was beautiful. Visual effects were stunning. Although the style kind of made it look a little fake, like the wolf. The wolf looked a little fake in one shot. And I was just like, but not really, because it kind of matched. I mean, it sort of had a comic book feel to it. So, very subtle, but it didn't get in the way for me. Soundtrack was awesome. Immigrant Song was in there by Led Zeppelin. Very, very fun. I think that it ended the Thor trilogy very well. And the last scene, or the end credits scene that sets up for Infinity War, was definitely a lot of... it brings the audience a lot of excitement. I was very excited, and I can't wait to see how it ties into what we saw in the trailer for Infinity War. If you saw the sneak peek or the teaser trailer at Comic-Con earlier this year. So what do I give this movie? Well, I had a lot of fun. I would give this a pretty solid, very high 5. And I give that because, I think I want a little more emotional depth to it. I think Guardians of the Galaxy was able to pull that off. The first one. A little more than Thor. I cared about what Thor did and all the other characters, but the movie's tone sort of held back just, the risk and just the high cost of, what they were about to do. But it was a great blast. Best Hulk movie, really. Best Thor movie. And a pretty awesome way to, set us up for Infinity War. Besides Black Panther, which comes out in February. So, alright, well, there you go. I hope you enjoy that, and go see Thor Ragnarok. It is hilarious. Alright, see you later. Until next time, I'll see you at the movies.